It's Monday. It's your girl Candy K. Lynn.
And your boy Shout on Show.
And it's 6 o'clock, so it's time to.
Pull up.
Every Monday here on DFWIRadio.com, we talk.
Sports, news, hip hop.
We don't talk about people, we just talk about
The facts.
Mr. Shaw. Mr. Shaw. So we're going to get right into your favorite part of the conversation.
Now, tell the truth, you ain't had no sports for him.
There's no sports. I mean, I do have sports for the second segment, but there's really nothing that anyone cares about. What do you have that people care about? Nothing.
Doing no hitter this weekend.
It's baseball season in April. No one cares.
Okay.
I mean, they've hit a couple of home runs, but our fans, sports is not where we hit our numbers. So, not having any major conversations. The only thing that continues to be the conversation in sports is Deshaun Watson, and we will talk about that in a second segment of Mess today. You know, there's nothing but mess to talk about today. And I think that your fans, especially your fans, they love controversial, messy conversations.
My fans?
Your fans. My fans, they come in like on the tail end because they're kind of like, kind of sophisticated bougie at this point. They scared to really say anything on their page. Your fans are more vocal, and I love that about them. So today we are talking about, because you post questions on your page and it gets a little petty and messy over there sometimes. So this is a petty, messy conversation. And we're talking about engagement rings, right? So just a backstory on engagement rings. Jennifer Lopez and ARod have broken up. They're no longer together. So sources are claiming in TMZ, JLO's filming a movie. Allegedly, she's not wearing her ring. They're not together. So the conversation that everybody is talking about is, after a breakup, should you give back the engagement ring?
That was me. I won't prepare. I'm trying to go live on the only place that let me go live right now.
What is that? IG?
Yup.
Well, you're tagged on Facebook, so your Facebook fans can get in. You just can't comment. So talk to IG.
I did what? I don't even know how to work out. Active follow, is it working? I feel old now. Let's try it again. Live.
Mr. Shaw comes in late, and then he's delaying the show. Just so for y'all that are listening, it's him. He likes to blame me. It's him. He's not together today.
We at 5:51 and asked me, what was we talking about?
Well, I already had the post for JLO. I knew what we were talking about, but sports, I was like, did you see something that I didn't see? I've been searching the internet all day. There's nothing to talk about.
I've been being a father all day. Had to search the internet. So listen.
I mean, that's called being a dad. That's your job.
No, I got a lot of cousins who ain't never been no dad. So,
well, that has nothing to do with you. Your job is to be a father.
I want to do what they do. I want to do what Tasia daddy did and her other two siblings did, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, so, you're being real petty and off topic.
Because we don't, not really. You said engagement rings. All right. Did your cousin get back her first engagement ring? Since she got married twice. Did she get back?
The engagement ring, once you're married, you were married. That's different.
Did she get married the second time? She did. Okay. So, if I give you
they got married to broke people, so they didn't really get rings. So we're having a conversation. Mind you, this conversation is about people who really get rings that matter, not broke people who go to the courthouse to get married with one little band. Then they pay $9.99 for it. That's not what we're talking about.
I'm being an ass, but you just heard her say people get married to broke people and only getting one band. Come on now, don't blame.
We ain't talking about that. Don't talk about that $9.99 band. We talking about rings. We talk about $2,500.
Okay, there you go. So
$3,500, $18,000. We talking about real bands.
18,000. So this is my thing. I guess it would be depending on the price. If I bought you a ring for less than, I guess it depending on your price range and how much money you making in life. Because if I bought you $100 ring and that's all I could afford, I might need my $100 ring back, right? So it's again. So for me, depending on the situation, do we break up? We just like, hey, we're gonna go our separate way. Like boom, Something happened. You gonna do you. I'm gonna do me. Is that what happened? Was there some cheating going on? Did we realize like, hey, maybe this might not be the best situation for us? Like, cause everything has a different scenario. So if you was cheating, I want my shit back. Ain't no question to it. If you got caught cheating, I want my ring back. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not asking no questions about it. I want my ring back. If you were cheating, I want my ring back. Now, if it was just a mutual break, like we was together and we was like, hey, we still gonna be friends, but I don't think a relationship is for us. I'll let you keep the ring, right? Because my thing is it's still a gift, right? Any other gift I gave you, I'm not gonna ask for it back. I can't do nothing with the ring but get my money back. And I don't know if it's like a car once you drive it off the lot, the price. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all I can do is then keep it for the next girl. But then who says that
the next girl?
The next girl.
You re-gifting engagement rings?
I mean, that's possible.
You petty and cheap.
Tuna, I was really meaning like the women's in our family. They don't take care of it. That's not the point. Call me whatever you want. If I buy you a ring and we split and it's not on a mutual agreement, I want my ring back. And I am re-gifting that ring. Why? Why would I go buy? Why would I buy? No matter what my price range is. If my price range is went up since I bought that ring, why just throw another diamond or two on there? Right? Make the band a little bigger, make it a little prettier. I put an extra rack on it, but I'm not finna buy a whole new ring if I was supposed to get married and I ain't get married. Why?
First of all, you cheap as fuck. Excuse me, I normally don't cuss, but that deserved a cuss word, okay? You're cheap. Keep your little cheap ring in your little cheap pocket. First of all, Sincere King, he says, I'm petty as F. You and F you and that ring. I don't want no memory of you.
I want that ring back.
Kirk says, I want all my shit back. So, you and Kirk are in the same petty circle, obviously. Yeah. Ladies, if you're listening. You and Kirk are in the same petty circle. What are you what are you gonna do with it? Do not re-give me a ring that you gave to somebody else. You cheap sucker. Like, I'm a hand-me-down fiance. You gave me a hand-me-down ring.
If I proposed to my baby mama and she said no, or she gave me the ring back, why my next girlfriend not gonna know that I proposed to my baby mama with this ring unless I tell her? I'm not gonna tell her.
Facebook gonna tell her because the ring gonna be on Facebook. We live in the era of Facebook where everything recycles itself. Facebook, Twitter, people are trolls like me, so I can just go to your ex-girlfriend page and if she forgot to take down that little bitty ring that you once gave her, I done now seen your little bitty ring. Joe Budden is petty, Kirk. Joe Budden is petty. Don't take Joe Budden advice.
Just like cousin 20 just said, we are recycling the ring. All right, we ain't gonna tell nobody nothing about that ring.
Why are you recycling? Like when you give somebody a ring, each person that you give a ring, it's supposed to signify something different. Now you just the engagement ring giver. Like,
so what if he fall in love like that? What if he just be falling in love and want to get married like that?
Then he got an issue.
Okay, but that's not the point. You worry about the wrong thing.
No, I'm not worried about the wrong thing.
If a man gives you a ring, ladies, and he asks for it back, I feel like you get that man his ring back.
You're not getting your ring back.
I'll tell you right now. If I buy you an engagement ring, it's gonna come with a NDN next to it, a non-disclosure agreement. And what that thing gonna say is, if this don't work, I'm gonna need my ring back. So
you're not getting your ring back.
I'm getting my ring back.
Listen, and this conversation,
you can take it out.
Shout out to twin Narasha Smith because I'm with Narasha. JLO got so many rings at this point. JLO has been engaged to Ben Affleck. She's been engaged to ARod, Mark Anthony.
You don't even need the ring.
Chris Judd, I think. She used to date P. Diddy. I think they were, like JLO has been in, like this. JLO is the runaway bride, like the movie. JLO, for whatever reason, So
after your fifth proposal, after your first proposal, every ring after that you should have to give back. That needs to be like written down somewhere in the book because you shouldn't be able to just be taking these men money like that.
Well, they ask you to marry them. So here's my thing, right? And I don't think
it's a runaway bride. I deserve my ring back.
I don't think the term that we used to use for that. is appropriate anymore because we're
Her
so
hands look like Tom Brady with rings.
basically she got them all.
She need to get them things back.
She got them all. But I don't think the word is appropriate. But I don't think they used to call it something, and now I think because of how we use words, we can't say anymore. But you don't give me when you give me something, it's mine.
Oh,
It's mine. So you can't come back and decide, oh, I want it back. We broke up. That's like a woman saying, that's like somebody coming to you saying, oh, I want all my J's back that I bought you. What they gonna do with them big 13s? They gonna recycle the Jordans that they bought you? They gonna recycle your clothes? Like
my feet and body being in there. It's just a ring. It's a little sweat.
her finger been in that, her sweat been on that. Like
Disinfect that. Put a little disinfect.
it was specific to her.
All I need to do is disinfect tape a little bit. Disinfect that ring, baby. It's only been on one finger.
That is tacky. You picked that ring out with her in mind.
No. I picked that ring out. That ring, when I picked that ring out, any face could have been on there. Any person with a vagina that looked attractive could have had that ring. That's how I'm going there. That ring is not specific to one person like, oh, this person. Thank you. Because then nobody want to hear your typing in the background. Then nobody need to hear none of that. None of that. Okay? But yes, it is not specific. So when a woman gives that, oh, okay. Okay, now this is the thing. You want us to come up with new rings, but like 20 just said, we be getting the same P over and over again. We don't get new P, we get the same P you gave the last man. The same move on you used on him, you used on us. So you want us to be buying new rings every time? No, same ring. If I'm getting that same vagina from the last relationship, you getting the same ring from the last relationship. Is what it is. Okay, is what it is. Girls don't come with new moves for sex.
Mr. Shaw, you don't either. You don't got no new moves for sex. You giving out the same Tide moves you've been giving out since '97.
I sleep with everybody different. I give everybody different penis, right? Some girls get more penis, some girls get,
and that's why everybody gets different rings. So if you're giving out different penis, you need to give out different rings. Like, don't be giving out the same ring, Mr. Shaw. You're gonna get us blocked on Facebook today too. I'm sure.
I said penis. I said penis. I didn't even. You the one that cursed. I said I can't say penis.
I did say one word. I'm sure we're gonna get reported for this.
Watching at home, the Showtime Show has one. I ain't even gonna do it right now, but y'all be looking at the shop. All right, coming with it, because I got a bone to pick with Mark Zuckerberg.
Because you on probation again.
The most electrifying man in comedy. The most electrifying man serving tables. The Shaw. All right, I ain't even gonna go into all that. We'll get to that one day. You know what I'm talking about? But yes, listen, ladies. If you expect, if you're mad, listen, don't ask me. So let's say it right now. Me and Candy Caitlin will probably had this conversation another time when the platform is bigger. It's a bunch of people in the room. I'm gonna say it then. I'm gonna say it now. Don't ask me, did somebody have this ring before you? Right? If I told you I've been engaged before, you know what's up. Okay? Don't think you gonna get a new ring. Right? You're not getting a new ring. That's not how it's working. I'm not getting a new ring. Sorry.
Mr. Shaw, don't nobody got time for you and your grade A foolishness.
I'm just saying, fellas, listen up out there. If you buy a girl a ring and then she break up with you, you tell her you need your ring break. Whatever the case may be, that's your ring. Promise ring, engagement ring, Sweet 16 ring, Nuva ring, whatever ring if you buy her a Nuva ring, you need to tell her take that out, you need that back. You're going to use it on your next girlfriend. Okay? I'm not playing with y'all. The Nuva ring. If I buy you that Nuva ring, you need to come on out of there with that. Okay? You need to tell the doctor that's recyclable. Okay?
It's not recyclable. So you're going to pass that?
Yeah. If the Nuva ring can be passed along, we're going to pass the Nuva ring along. That is essential in a man's life, man. That might be the most important ring for a man. The Nuva ring.
Most men don't even know what that is.
Nah, come on now. You ain't gonna do them like that. They ain't that slow.
You think?
Recycle. You gotta recycle. Hey, everything recyclable. Right? Don't let no woman make you feel bad if you talking about giving. Because look, how is she gonna know? Right? How is she gonna know if you don't tell her? All right? If the engagement is over, I need my ring back. Plain and simple. That's like in the relationship, if a woman gave you some money for your rent, right, and then y'all break up, and she asked for the rent money back that she lent you, do you have to give it back? So the same way she want that rent money back, I want that ring back. Come on, run me my ring. Run me my ring, okay?
But Mr. Shaw, that's not the same.
What?
That's not the same. She can run you your money back because that's what she owes you.
She owed me for that ring too. Obviously, you broke my heart, and we're not getting married. We're not.
What if it was you?
If we don't make it to happily ever, if it was me.
What if it was you?
What you mean? If it was me?
What if it was you who broke up with her?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. Once I put that ring on your finger, I ain't gonna break up with you till we get the. I cheat on you if I do that.
But it's the same thing. What's the difference?
You know what? Cheating could be looked at in many different ways. I think the problem with society is we have been I was gonna say produced, but we have been trained by the white man that marriage is supposed to go like this. But truthfully, coming from our country, we were stripped of all our beliefs and then given that thought process. So I don't even know if I'm supposed to believe that, because in the country that we came from, that wasn't our beliefs or our thought process. So this is really the white man's game, and I don't know if I want to play the white man game no more. I think I want to go back to my roots, and I want to live like African kings did, because I'm a king, right? I'm a king.
So you think you want to cheat on your woman, and that way you bought the ring, and you can justify your cheating and the ring because you're going to be a cheap guy and give somebody a second ring?
No, you missed it. I said I want to go back to my African roots.
Bye.
Then it's not cheating. All right. It's
so you're going back to Africa?
No. I said my roots.
Because it's illegal in America.
Yeah, no, I said my roots. It's what I practice. I can switch my religion. All you gotta do is switch your religion.
Yeah, but you can't legally be married to more than one person in the United States.
You don't have to legally get married. That's the problem, right? We can.
So you're gonna just shack.
Cohabitating.
Shack, same thing.
Cohabitating.
Same
thing. See, you use words like shack to try to throw one out for doing cohabitate. Sound a whole lot better, right?
No, it sounds the same.
No, it's cohabitate.
It means the same.
No.
To cohabitate and to shack mean the exact same thing. To live together prior to marriage.
Well, okay, listen. What sounds oral sex or give me head, right? Oral sex doesn't sound.
It's the same thing. It doesn't matter how you say
it. One you can say on TV, one you can't.
Fellatio, it doesn't matter.
Hey, I receive fellatio. You can say that on TV. You can't say can I get head on TV, right? So
that's because it actually it's not as getting head. It's up to interpretation.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, what you got to realize with what we got going on here. First of all, in Africa, if I give you a ring, okay, and I take it back, I just take it back. You see what Prince Uchi did to Gina when she was gonna become a concubine, right? Took the ring back. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The white man has put us in this society to where we gotta abide by what the white man had come up with, and they don't even act like that. Susan get the shit beat out of her, and Bob take that ring back. Bob, take that damn boot out.
But sometimes they ask for those rings in the divorce. Like, they get rocks. You're talking about buying a $2.99 wedding ring and regifting the $2.99 Walmart wedding band.
$50, all right?
$50.
If I spend more than $1,000 on
$50.
If I spend more than $1,000 on the wedding band, I had a little gas there.
What are you getting? She's not even getting a carat at $1,000. She's getting no carrots.
I seen Bugs Bunny get a lot of carrots and he spent $1,000.
Bugs Bunny get a lot of carrots, literally not carrots. He was eating carrots with a C. Remember, you're the smart one.
I seen some carrots and baguettes on his teeth before, so
carrots.
Karts, carrots.
He wasn't getting those carrots for under $1,000.
The thing, what you got to realize, listen, women need to realize you need to go what your man can afford. If your man can only afford that $2.99, it's about the love.
But now you're gonna take my $2.99 wedding band that you gave me back after we break up. So I get a cheap ring and you want your cheap ring back.
Yep. Give it to
my gosh.
You need to give it to somebody. See, first of all, if you didn't appreciate the ring, you called it cheap. Start there. right? You didn't appreciate it. See, what God said, it's not about the gift, it's about the love and happiness. So you living wrong, right? The
Wasn't
spirit.
no love in that $2.99 ring that you're gonna re-gift. And especially if I'm the second girl you didn't re-gifted the ring to.
Well,
You're
no, hold
going
on.
to re-gift the
Second girl, you
ring.
the most special one.
No, you're not. You're the cheapest.
No, you're
You're
not.
an afterthought.
No, you're not. You the most.
You are like goodwilling me. You have put me in goodwill lane.
Listen, you're smack dab in the middle of 1 and 3. Okay, that's a 2 is a good number. Okay, that's what you gotta realize. 2.
Nobody remember. People remember the winner. People remember who's number one. Nobody remembers who's number two. Who's number two? You are gifting me. You are proposing to for a second time and giving out the same cheap ring.
J-Mac, don't worry about where the Bible said that. Don't worry. The Bible's wrote about a white man too, so we don't know if it's true or false.
So you on your Malcolm X this week?
I always, brother, shout out X. Speak for him. Speak for the people. Shout out
you. So now you on your Elijah Muhammad.
Brother, shout out X. I still eat the pork though. Now, so what I'm trying to get y'all to realize is it's one. Listen, one was like an accident. 2 was
okay.
a show. What did something wrong?
So one, you really wasn't sure.
Yeah.
2 was an accident.
No. 2 was going to see. You might spin the block and marry 2 again. It happens. The second one be getting married twice. I'm telling you. It's the first one. The first one be the mistake, right? The first one is your learning lesson. Like first baby mama. Look, this is what I realized. Either your first baby mama ugly or she ain't she. It's 1 to 2. Okay? It's 1 to 2. Because I ain't never seen a nigga say he was happy with his baby mama. Not ever. I ain't never been nobody who said they was happy with their first baby mama, right? Because you heard me say first baby mama. Not, I had a child with her, turned to my girlfriend. I had a child with her, turned to my wife. First baby mama. Every man, first baby mama, he hate. I'm telling you, first baby mama, you do not spin the block on the first one. The second one, you might spin the block on. I'm just telling you, facts, man, facts. That first baby mama, ooh, Lord, you pray for the next man to get her pregnant. Like, why you did that to yourself? That first baby mama, something else. That's a rough situation. So with the rings, like, baby, I give you a ring and we don't work out. You know the moment you say, I don't think this is gonna work. Slide that ring to me. Slide across the table. Real easy.
Well, it's story time. So I know somebody who was recently engaged. And they bought a pretty decent dollar amount of a ring. And they didn't get the ring back. And I heard a wise woman say, you just paid for a $3,500 lesson. And I think that for men to understand, because once you give me something, let me be clear, you're not getting it back. Because I ain't got to give it back, because you gave it to me. So it's up to me to decide whether I hand it over or not, because you gave it to me. Now, if you want to be petty and you want to see me in court and you want to pay for me to have to turn it over then, good luck. Okay? But I don't have to give you back anything that you pay for. So take it as an expensive lesson if the engagement doesn't go through. It's cheaper to buy an engagement ring than to pay for a wedding and another ring and then have to pay for a divorce. It's cheaper. It's just a lesson. Because sometimes it just doesn't work out. And JLO and ARod were scheduled to be married. COVID kept them from getting married. So it was cheaper because I think the ring was like $18,000 is what I think I saw. It's cheaper for ARod to take the loss with the ring than to have to split up assets during a divorce.
No, because I'm not splitting up no assets. We signed a prenup. And that's for us. It's not for me, that's for us. Because I'm a good man. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to. You're gonna get everything. You're gonna get what you came in a little extra. Me. That's me. But most men probably gonna try to railroad you, not give you nothing. That ain't how type of man I am. That's not me.
Well, it's JLO, right? So JLO and ARod prenup.
What makes it legally? You gotta give it back if it wasn't given on the holiday.
Who said that?
J Mac, I need that back.
If it wasn't given on a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gift. You cannot force me to give back a gift.
Okay, now if we get married, We go through with the marriage, that's your ring. I'm not gonna ask for that back. But if you cheat on me doing the marriage, I'm asking for that back in the ring.
Why does she have to cheat? Why couldn't it just be that y'all don't like each other no more? Y'all
Oh,
just don't want to get
keep your
married.
ring. You keep your ring. No. If we don't like anybody, we don't like each other anymore. I need that. That's like me buying her a car. I need the car and the ring back.
No, it's my car.
Well,
See, now you're going to have to make me get my ring in my name. Like, listen, we're going to have to get paperwork on rings. What's mine is mine. Once you give it to me, it's mine.
I spent 18 racks on anything. This shit always belong to me.
It don't belong to you.
That's a lie.
And I'm not getting a car that's not in my name.
I spent $200 on the girl. She belonged to me. Hey, what you doing? Why
You're psychotic.
Got me whatever you want.
You're crazy.
Got me whatever you want.
You're a little psycho.
Whatever. I spent $20.
I spent
$20 for that night. You belong to me, baby. Come on now.
You only can control yourself. You only own and possess yourself.
No,
no one else belongs. You have one person that belongs to you. Your child.
I start spending money on you, baby. You belong to me.
Your child belongs to you. That's it.
You need to get very freaky. I start spending money on you.
Your child belongs to you, guys. Overall, Mr. Shaw Shaw says he wants his ring back. I'm telling you, I ain't giving you the ring back. Just a little humor. Let me tell you about your child. Your child bad.
What she do?
She mean and she bad.
She mean.
So her other auntie was like bothering her while she was asleep. Why they have to turn around and hit at her?
Hey.
Your daughter bad.
She
is bad. Like whole attitude. Like she is terrible.
I was playing with her feet last week for a minute when I was changing the diaper. She was okay. And then when the diaper was changed, I was playing. She pulled it back and looked at me like this. Damn, bro, my fault. Yeah.
She literally was like laying there, and our sister was like blowing on her, like harassing her while she was asleep, trying to wake her up. And the first time she looked at her, the second time she turned around, she started. I said, "Oh, you got a mess on your hands." I just want you to understand, as the comedy goes,
she gonna be getting sent to the corner.
She's gonna be a whole comedy show in itself because she does not like to be bothered at all.
Mm-mm.
It irks her soul that people bother her while she sleep and that people are touching her. She does not like to be touched. Don't mess on with her fat roll in her cheeks because she ain't here for it.
You know who Chelsea Dungy is? Dungy? Yeah.
Who?
Chelsea Dungy. She got drafted to the Wings. Damn, why the Wings have so many first-round picks? They were ass.
Because they suck.
They had 3.
That's why they had so many. They got Charlie Collier out of Texas, too.
Yeah, but Chelsea Dungy is fine. Fire. I gotta get
She
her.
was in the 3-point contest.
That's how I know.
She was in the 3-point contest.
Yeah, that's how I know because we was watching it and I seen them bangs slick to the side. I said, "This is a girl."
Yeah, she's real pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the problem is, since it's time to go to break because Mr. Shaw is not going to railroad me and say I didn't know when it was time to take a break. So it's time to take a break. We will be back right after this short break. This is Candy K. Lynn.
And your boy Shout Time Shout. Pull up.
We'll be back.